Hi, friends. Welcome to Enlightened World Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here for a meditation a day. Today, we're doing what we call meditation excavation. That means that Teri and I meditate right here, right along with you, and we'll just share out loud what we are experiencing in this meditation. So thank you for being here. Teri Angel, welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Good to be with everyone this morning.
All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and go into meditation, and let's just slow down and welcome in a new perspective today as we slow down our thinking and slow down our breathing. Just take a couple of breaths just to slow us down. There's been so much chaos with the news and the holidays and everything else that's going on. So this is the perfect time to go into meditation. Let's take a breath. We're going to send it to our root chakra as we go ahead and get grounded here. So your root chakra is at the base of your spine. Your root chakra is symbolic of your steadfastness in the world, your health, your finances, your safety and security. Some people see the chakra as it looks almost like a vegetable steamer, and it can open and it can close. And from there, it spins. And so, what we want is for our root chakras to be open and spinning clockwise without interference. So let's take a breath to that root chakra and just watch as that root chakra expands and spins. And if it feels like there's anything getting in the way, just focus on that. Send another breath, send some love to that area. And now, with this next breath, let's take it in, and with that exhale, let's watch as roots, tree roots, grow out of our root chakra, down our legs, out our feet, go into the earth, down the layers, all the way down into the center of the earth, just to ground us in. Sometimes just that alone can help quiet some of the chaos that's around us. So just put your focus in on those roots, growing, expanding, getting a good hold into the center of the earth. And take your focus down into the center of the earth for just a moment. Teri, I am hearing that primal heartbeat from the center of the earth that's coming through very loud and clear today.
There's a lot of activity in the center of the earth right now. It's getting louder.
Friends, while you are in this space of the center of the earth, what can you hear? And can you see anything in your mind's eye? And if no vision's coming to you, then use your imagination. Teri, I don't know that we're supposed to stay here today, but just what I'm noticing looking around me is I was seeing magma, and I'm thinking that's like the term for lava that's underground. We'll see if my sixth grade science is correct. And I'm also seeing gems, like gemstones in the wall. And I'm also experiencing some elemental energy. Are you experiencing anything down here?
Yeah, there's so much activity, and I heard welcome to the party.
Mhm.
So there's a party going on. There's gosh, all kinds of movement. When I think of party, I think of people moving around, either socializing or dancing, somehow just being not sitting still. And the earth is not sitting still right now, for sure. There's so much energy coming into our planet and energy swirling on our planet. And so as we go into the very core of Earth, that's where we find that the love and the care that Mother Gaia has for us. So she's welcoming us today with open arms if we choose to accept her love. And we don't have to stay on the surface. And I think that is a metaphor for us also of not staying on the surface of who we are as we walk on her back, to go deeper. And that's what I hear is the invite to go deeper into Earth and just what it means to be here on this planet. We're not here by accident. We're not here by coincidence. We chose this journey, and it is a divine plan that has us right now focusing on the planet that we're inhabiting, and how can we serve this planet more. Be present. That's what I'm hearing, to be present.
So, Teri, what I'm seeing, and they do want us to go up to the heart space, but it just, I think that this scene where we are, because I was feeling heat, not hot, but just warm, warm heat, and hearing the sounds and hearing the primal heartbeat. And it reminded me, I was shown a vision of being in the womb. That safe, warm, lots of stuff going on around you, but being in that womb.
Protected
Mhm.
and nurtured. We get all the nourishment that we need while we're in the womb.
I know we could just stay in this space, but I'm being guided up to the heart space. So take your attention up to the heart space. Teri, while we're traveling there, would you please invite in the spiritual divinity?
Of course. Let's get the angels in here surrounding us as we are exploring our planet and the very heart and core of Gaia. So we start with Archangel Raphael, who is the healing angel, Archangel Michael to protect us and guide us, Archangel Gabriel helping us understand this more fully, giving us whatever message we need to hear while we're here inside of Earth. And Archangel Uriel is our Earth guide. Uriel grounds us and balances us as we connect in with the planet. So thank you, angels, for surrounding us. And then we bring our attention upward to the divine. Divine Mother, I know, is here with us. I can feel her presence. It seems like she's the light. She's the one shining so we can know where to turn and which cave to look in, what direction to go. So she's our tour guide today. And we have Mary Magdalene with us. Thank you for coming in. I feel Jesus right here in the very center of all we're doing. And we thank you for the Christ consciousness of all of us in the collective. And thank you to our Creator for this beautiful planet you've given us to walk on her back, to explore what there is to learn about the planet itself, but how we are connected in and how we're a part of it. And we invite any other angels, masters, loved ones to come forth and just be with us on this journey that we're taking today, like a field trip. So as we all make our way down further into Gaia and explore what's there, just open up to what message you're getting. What is Gaia saying to you? And is there a question that you want to ask her? I think a lot of us are so curious about our planet, but we don't know where to turn to get the answers. So we're going right to the source. We're going to the heart of Gaia today. I love that.
Thank you, Teri. So they're pulling my attention in this heart space, and I can feel the connection still to the center of the earth. So this will be interesting. But in the heart space, what I'm seeing is a tree. So look and see if in your heart space there isn't a tree or something to hang things on. Doesn't have to be a tree. But what I'm seeing is that there are things that are hanging on there, and they're gifts. And some of them are gifts that we've already been given. And to me, that's where, at least for my tree there, that's the connection to the center of the earth, because some of these things that I'm seeing are gifts of nature that we've been given. And it looks like other things of them are individual gifts that maybe we've been given just to show us the many gifts that we've been given. And some might be things to come, or a special gift from one of your spirit guides. Teri, can you find a tree in your heart space?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, mine is what do you call it? A weeping willow. I just love those trees, and that's what they're showing me for mine.
And are you able to see some gifts on there?
Mhm. I feel protected. So the gift they're giving me is I'm getting a cloak that's being just wrapped and draped around my shoulders. And as I put it on, I become empowered by it. It's like all the confidence, all of the assurance that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing what I'm came here to do in this lifetime. It's a cloak that helps me be seen more fully. And it feels warm. It feels warm and inviting, and I never want to take it off.
My tree is a very old, weathered tree. It's got many branches, no leaves. It is absolutely stunning. And I've seen things tied on, like something symbolic of the Grand Canyon and the sun and different gifts of nature that all of us get to enjoy. Oxygen, beauty, water, animals. So for me, this tree is gratitude, symbolizing gratitude for so many gifts that we receive and have received over the years, and frankly, just take for granted because they just always seem to be there. But I am seeing a gift, Teri, that's hanging down. And this one, I think is for me. I don't know if everybody else has one of these or not. Um, but it looks like a pair of goggles or spectacles, a different way to see things. And I'm feeling Archangel Raziel, and Raziel to me is so full of joy and humor. So it makes perfect sense that Raziel would be behind this cool pair of spectacles. Friends, take a look at this tree in your heart space. If you can't see one, just use your imagination. What kind of tree would you like to see in your heart space? And look up close. Are there leaves on your tree? Or are there birds in your tree? What does that particular kind of tree symbolize to you? And what is in your tree? What gifts are in your tree? And what do those gifts symbolize to you? Teri, what they're showing me now is a space here with a little river and lots of open space, and everybody and their tree are in this one place. If you could imagine a park where there's many, many different kinds of trees, it's a very fun visual.
Yeah, it is. And I see people of all ages as I'm looking at the ones that are standing with their tree. There's some that are just sitting on the ground at the base of the tree. There's some that are standing there hugging the tree. Yeah, I'm just standing underneath mine. I've always admired the willow tree and the wispiness of it, but I don't think I've ever really stood underneath one. This is interesting.
So are you in underneath it, Teri? Like closer to the trunk of it?
Close to the trunk, but willow trees, the branches hang down, so they're encircling me, and I can't. There's some places that I can peek through to the outside, but for the most part, I'm just covered by these branches. But there's no sense of fear or loneliness. There's just love. I just feel love from this tree.
And as I'm watching, it's as if the trees, the parts that are hanging down, are embracing you.
Mhm.
It's like you're getting this big hug.
Yes. And trees communicate with us. So if we're very still and we get close to their base or even touch one of the branches, we can hear a message from them. I encourage people to communicate with your tree. We always think of giving trees hugs, but trees give us a hug right back. They give us so much love and so much wisdom.
So, friends, let's just take a minute and let's listen for a message from your tree. Teri, I was just given a reminder that our trees, being very symbolic here, all come from divine love. all carry that energy of a divine love.
They do. And it's because of the trees that we're even able to live on this planet. With the oxygen that they give us, if we didn't have that, we wouldn't survive. And the message I got from my tree was, don't be afraid to be you, and don't be afraid to be inquisitive. So even if you think that you might know something, the knowledge is not enough to really fully go into the experience and understand it more.
It's a beautiful message.
Yeah. It's all about going deeper, isn't it? Like we did today into the earth.
So I went up to my tree, which again is massive, no leaves, very weathered. And I stood with my back touching the tree. So I was looking out from that tree. And I've got my spectacles on from Archangel Raziel. And there are things on my tree. There's some birds, there's, a bug here and there. And as I stood with my back to the tree, I could feel a heartbeat, the energy of the tree, and feeling that oneness with the tree. So again, I'm getting primal heartbeats here. But what I was getting was the wisdom of this tree that has been there for so many years and seen out from the viewpoint of the different things on the tree. And what would the bird notice looking out? And what would the bugs notice looking out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
So,
love the energy. Your tree has great energy.
mhm. So I,
Well, I'm sorry. I was noticing the knot on the tree. Like the birds and the bugs notice things. People also, when we look at trees, we try to have some way of identifying what the tree is or how old it is or what it's all about. And yours has a lot of wisdom in there.
yeah, I think my message today, there's twofold. One is truly feeling into that primal heartbeat of the center of the earth, of the tree, knowing that all of that is connected in with the primal heartbeat of divine love, and also seeing things from different perspectives. So, friends, pay attention to your tree. What are the messages from your tree? What are the gifts from your tree? What part of this message can you carry with you throughout your day today? What shift in perspective can you take with you today? Teri, that was fun because as I was saying that, all of a sudden I heard like all of these loud, in a really beautiful way, birds. Like birds from each of the trees, and the birds were all singing together.
It's interesting because when I open my eyes, there's two trees right outside the window where I'm sitting. And I opened my eyes, and a little squirrel had just come down to get a peanut off the ground and was climbing back up the tree and scurrying up the tree. Just the energy. We don't know what's in all these trees that we're looking out at. There could be squirrels, there could be birds, there could be snakes, there could be all kinds of critters hanging out in the trees. So it's not just the tree itself, but it's the energy and what's there, what's alive in that tree. Mm. Interesting. I saw a woodpecker yesterday, a young woodpecker on one of the trees down by the lake. And I love woodpeckers, but I know they dig holes in the trees. And I've always wondered, does that hurt the tree? To have this bird that's digging into the tree. So there's so much to think about. It's not just a tree. And I think that's the perspective that spirit wants us to see, to look beyond what our physical eyes are seeing and go deeper, see what's deeper in there, what's the message in the trees or in whatever we're exploring.
Yeah, beautiful. That was a sweet gift today.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So, friends, thank you for being here with us at Enlightened World Network. And thank you for continuing to being open and exploring wherever spirit is taking you. We're so glad to be part of your community. So thank you. Take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon. Thank you,
Bye,
Teri.
everyone. Thank you, Ruth.